Hello everybody, welcome back to the adventures of Marrow. You've missed quite a bit of exciting stuff that I couldn't share with you. I couldn't record because I was squeezing in some playtime in the midst of my life, and I got family and stuff running around, so it would have been too loud. But I want you to hear this incredible news here. Check this out. Check out this shield, the Scoot Shield. AC 15, Stamina 9. Apparently it sells for like 500 plat. I didn't get not one of these. I got two of these since you last saw me. I was running back from the Oasis through the desert of Northern Row, which I'm at right now, and I was practicing my track, and what should pop up on my track but this creature called like Dune something. Dune something, we're gonna call him, because I can't remember exactly the rest of his name. And I'm thinking it's a spider. It's like, oh, some sort of named spider. All right, sounds good. So I track him, and I find it's some sort of armadillo. I'm like, huh, interesting. So let's give it a shot. He's Con's blue to me. He definitely was an undercon, but I had no problem since I was snare kiting anyway. Had I just face tanked him, he probably would have beat me. But as it is, I threw my dot on him and did what you see me doing now, practicing the archery, trying to burn through those arrows to justify making more of them. And I killed him, and he dropped that shield. And I was like, wow, what a once-in-a-lifetime thing. And then literally, like, the next short play session, or the one after that, I'm running through Row. I think, where was I running to or from? I think I might have been running to the Halloween thing. I've been trying to get groups in there to no avail so far. Kind of giving up now. And I was just enjoying doing the snare kite thing with some of the blue mobs I find here in the desert. Some of the dune tarantulas are still blue to me. And I like the fact that I can kite him pretty easily next to a zone line, since I'm right next to the Halloween event, so in case anything were to happen, not that it did, I'm well strong enough. And once again, guess who pops up on track? I'm like, wow, what are the odds? Because I've heard he's pretty rare. And I'm like, yeah, I'll kill him again, but what are the odds I would actually get the shield again? Well, I did. I've got two of them. It's amazing. So here's the plan. The plan is, give one to Levi. I mean, he hooked me up with this banded, and it's better than his current shield. I think he's got that shield that drops him miss more right now. He's like level 36 or something. And this shield is better than what he's using at the moment. So I'm going to give him one. And then I'm probably going to sell the other one. I was thinking, you know, Ranger, I'm going to be tanking sometimes. Maybe I should hold on to it. But I'm like, no. I'm going for a Legolas style character, you know, so I'm going to be dual wielding. As soon as I hit level 17, I'll be able to dual wield. And so I'm going to be dual wielding. I'm not going to be sword and shielding, even if I probably should, especially with the shield that nice. I'm not feeling it. I want to dual wield. Oh wait, I forgot. I'm out of arrows, but I would like to get one more kill. So since you last saw me, I have skilled up quite a bit. Quite a bit. And let me get this fight started, and then I will show you how much. So, let's pull up my skills here. So, we've gotten two-hand slash up to 60, which is nice. This new sword is able to carry us through. I've since put my one-hand piercing in the bank, since I plan on using this anyway. We've gotten our archery up to 71. And I think since our cap is 85 right now, that's close enough to the cap, right? Oh, it looks like Flame Lick wore off. Let's throw a fresh one on there. What are those sounds? That's me getting parried. That's cool. I don't remember hearing those sounds before. And we've gotten, what else was I trying to level up? Oh yeah, fletching. Fletching has gone up to 77. Now we still got a long ways to go before we're going to be able to make that bow that we're hoping to make, the true shot bow. And you can see, I see Strider over here selling one all the time for 400 plat, which is 100 or so less than what I can sell this new shield for. So I'm tempted to buy one. However, I think I'm going to spend my money from selling the shield on another good one-hand weapon. Levi's recommending this one called the Runed Falcon. He says it's pretty much the best offhand one-hand slash you can get. It's like 1138 or something one-hand, and makes for some really nice hits. And I can combine that with the Ashenwood Spear that he already gave me. Where did this guy go? Well, oh, he lives. He yet lives. He's inside of this pillar. Just gonna finish him off. Oh, there he is. So that's what's been going on. We're about to level, and I plan on capturing that on camera in this session. And as much as this is going really nicely with these dervs, we can take one more. Why not? We'll take one more, and then I plan on heading to sell. We got a couple bronze weapons to buy more fletching gear and to make some more arrows, because I've used all my arrows. But I am going to start leaving off worrying about skilling up archery and fletching for a while. And I'm going to start focusing on leveling. I'm starting to worry about my chances of getting legacy items. And there's only one legacy item I really got my eye on. I thought rubicite was plate, so it wasn't something I could wear. And so I was like, yeah, I'll go pick it up. Why not? Maybe I can give it to another character sometime. But it turns out I can wear it. It's considered chainmail. And that rubicite breastplate will give me some HP regen. So I'm thinking I really want to get some rubicite on my ranger. He'll be a rubicite ranger. So I need to hit 30 so I can get that rubicite breastplate. But I'm a little worried now. We're a month in. I'm only level 16. And I think I've been like level 16 for what feels like a week, maybe even a week and a half. But Levi tells me not to worry. He says the levels progress about the same speed, even later on. So I don't need to worry about it. Now I am hunting dervs just because I wanted to kill something. I'm on my lunch break, and I came by. I saw the camp wasn't being camped, so I wanted to burn the rest of my arrows before I went to buy more fletching stuff. I was on my way to go get more fletching stuff from the beach. I've been hunting over yonder by the beach near the POK book that takes me into the Halloween event, and hunting spiders over there. And for a while, oh gosh, am I encumbered? 92%, very nice. Now for a while I was in the West Commonlands. Now you know if you're along the north wall and you zone in from East Commonlands to West Commonlands, there's a blue Legionnaire spawn that was regularly there. And in addition to him, just further down towards the derv camp, because I was really heading toward the derv camp, and I fell into this wonderful rotation of killing this Legionnaire, and then further down there was always a Kodiak that was patrolling back and forth. So between the two of them, especially when I'm snare kiting, I would have constant kills, all blue. I would snare kite the Kodiak, I would snare kite the Legionnaire, and usually by the time I finished with one, the other one was up, because the snare kiting takes a good while, and if it wasn't, I would go to the derv camp, and there's that one patrolling dervish cutthroat that's usually blue, sometimes light blue, and I was grinding those, and it was beautiful. The XP was decent, and more importantly, I was right next to the Fletcher. You're going to see, because I'm going there now, but the Fletcher is close to the West Commonlands zone line in the north of East Commonlands. So these spawns are close to the same zone line, but on the West Commonlands side of the zone line. So I was able to burn my arrows and skill up, and then once I had, and also have the chance of getting a high quality bear pelt, which could sell for 10 platinum. And then I was able to progress from there, and when I ran out of arrows, run over to the Fletcher. So I was in a nice little rotation there, but XP was still slow, only because the killing was so slow. It's getting a much faster. We've gotten archery up from like 30 or something to 70. And now that it is 70, it's landing more hits, and those hits are like 10 damage each, which, you know, when you compare it to how much damage we could be doing with our melee, is not good, but it's a heck of a lot better than before, where we would miss most of the time. And if we did hit, we might hit for like 3 damage sometimes. Sometimes we were hitting for 10, even when our skill was low. But it's getting much faster now. Also, we're using slightly better arrows. So we're getting for actually 11, sometimes or 12 damage with the arrows. I'm scrolling up. I'm trying to see. Okay, yeah, there's some. Well, I'm only seeing 10s right now. It could have to do with the armor class of the Dervish Cutthroats, but I've seen some 11s and stuff. Our arrows are getting better as our fletching gets better. Now, the problem is, as our fletching gets better, so do the ingredients that we need to use to continue skilling up are getting more expensive, and so we are running a bit low on money. But we're still gonna take the opportunity that the fact that we're at a level where we can have blue mobs to hunt in common lands. We are gonna continue to push to level up archery as much as we can now, because once we hit 17, we're gonna be leveling up dual wielding, and we're really gonna we might light blue out the spawns that we've been killing thus far, and therefore have to go find a new place to hunt. And there's a good chance that the new place to hunt is not going to have a Fletcher anywhere nearby. So that's going to put our, fletching and archery on the back burner. Although, let's see, Karanas is probably a good place to go. And if I go to the Karanas, there should be a Fletcher in the Karanas. I'm pretty sure there must be. It's a ranger playground. That'd be pretty mean of them to not put a Fletcher in the Karanas. Meanwhile, we are encumbered right now, so you can see this is a very slow trek. But while we're running through here, let me see if we can't sell our shield, the scoot shield, for... people said 500. I'm trying 520 because it's almost something I should keep anyway. So if I'm going to sell it, I better make some good money. You know what I mean? So I'm going to sell it for 520. Ooh, a bag of sown evil eye. That would be nice, because I keep getting encumbered. Let's see what kind of weapons might be available to us. An executioner's axe. That is very nice, but it's warrior only. I know where you can get that. I think it's in Guck, Executioner Camp in Lower Guck. There's probably a lot of cool stuff we can buy, but we're really just looking for a nice one-handed weapon, preferably slash. We already got a piercing. If we get a slash, that way we will keep both skills leveled up. I think we could also use a sow. Alright, I'm asking for a sow just because we're so encumbered. And while we're waiting, I'm going to heal up. So here's the East Commonlands Tunnel. Oh, look at that shield he's got. That's an interesting looking shield. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Gonna burn our mana. No sow so far. Maybe I should have offered more than 2 plat, but it just seems like, 2 plat seems good for a spell you just cast once that's kind of doesn't take all that much mana, It seems good to me. Anyway, I'm going to sit here for 1 more minute while we met up, see if we can't sell that shield, and hopefully pick up a sow. And I've only got like 10 more minutes of playtime, and then I'm going to pause this recording and finish it later tonight, at which point I should be grouping with Levi on his monk Javi. I'm also going to meet up and give him my other scoot shield. So yeah. Alright. Bubble gave us a nice sow. I thanked her so much. I'm going to try to give her our 2 platinum. She said, thanks, brah. Sounds sarcastic, maybe because of the amount. And there we go. We finally can put on some speed. So you can see the direction I'm running is kind of northwest, because I'm going to head up towards the upper western corner of the zone. It's not completely in the corner, but it's pretty close to the corner, close to that zone line where you would zone into West Commons. Track has also, I've bound my track to my A key. You know, every time I step left, it should hit the track, and that's caused track to shoot up. We were at, like, I think in our 50s when I did that, and it was in this level not even very long ago, and track's already up to 81, 82, so it's cruising up. Even in that fight we just did, two-hand slashing got to 60, archery got up to 71. I really feel like it was true that we started to gain some traction. Once the skills reached, let's say, like 35-ish, they started to level up faster, it seemed like. Probably has to do with the number of successful, well, it doesn't seem like you have to necessarily successfully hit an opponent, but there's something about it being, the skill being better, that seems to help it level up faster. And same with the two-hand slash, it caught it up to 60. In fact, two-hand slash I think has now passed my one-hand slash. I think my one-hand slash is still down at 55. It's been that long since Levi gave me the Ashenwood spear that I've been using when I was hunting will-o-wisps. I think that was like level 12 or 13. So anyway, it's a real struggle keeping up all the weapon skills and all the different skills on this ranger, because he's using one-hand slash, one-hand piercing, two-hand slash, and I feel like the skills are also going up a bit slower than they might. So I'm going to sit while I shop so I can med up at the same time, even though I don't really need to. Got some little things, give us some extra money, sell those. I really was hoping to do more of the event because a ton of rawhide drops, and that just turns into good money. And I really should get back in there. I can solo some of it, but it was just so crowded when I was last there. Maybe Levi and I will go back in there today. Ooh, 2 platinum for the bronze battle axe, very nice, and the bronze sword. Alright, well there's some money. That's good, because I'm going to need it. Now, I'm not so keen on the dervs anymore, because I tried turning in some cutthroat and Singia rings. I ran over to South Row, and I turned in 3 rings at once, and I was getting like 1 experience each turn in. It just didn't really feel like worth making the rings a priority, making that particular mob a priority. More important for me right now is plat, because I'm getting low on plat, although once I sell that shield, I'll be good. But at the moment I am getting low on plats, and fletching is getting more expensive. So now we're ready to fletch. I gotta pull up my fletching guide. We're getting close to leveling out the class 3 wood point arrows, so I need bundled wooden arrow shafts, field point arrowheads, large groove knocks. Okay, bundled wooden arrow shafts, field point arrows, large groove knocks, and several shield cut fletchings. Now I assume that this guide is giving me the cheapest leveling path, so I'm going to follow that. Levi really recommended using medium-sized knocks and not large, because they directly affect the range. So I'm crippling my range apparently, but you know what, I'm okay with doing so for the moment. I still feel like my inventory's a bit full. What am I missing here? Oh, apparently I still had some fletching stuff ready to go. Alright, so fletching's at I think 71. Let's see what it goes up to after we do 1 whole stack of components. I'm going to show the combine process here just a couple of times before pausing the video and showing you the results. Alright, we are about to do the last combine of that whole stack. 20 attempts. And yep, not a single level up the whole way. Stingy, stingy game. But fortunately, I guess, we did get a lot of arrows. We got in my range, we got a whole stack in my range slot, that's 20. 2 more full stacks here, 40, 60, plus another 15. So I did make 75 arrows successfully. That's quite a bit. That is because I am doing the lowest. Like, this is almost trivialed out. It trivials out at like 86 or something like that. So I'm already close to it being trivialed out. So that is why I think I am more successful than I might otherwise be. I found out I still had a 10 worth left in my bags. Let me use them all up. See if I get lucky from those last 10. Alright, so we just finished 30 combines and we didn't get a single skill up. Heartbreaking. Heartbroken. Gosh, I can't talk today, you guys. Can't talk today. Heartbreak. Heartbreak. What we're gonna do is we're gonna fill up this quiver to the max, and then we're gonna carry a full stack of each component in our bag. That will give us the most time away from the merchant here. That way we don't have to come back as soon. I could buy 2 whole stacks of fleshing equipment, but the problem with that is my bags are already almost full as it is. Wow, that just took a hard chunk out of us. We just paid, let's see, 1 gold, 4 platinum. So we paid like almost 5 platinum per stack at this point. It's crushing. It's crushing us. We don't have even enough to do much more. We're gonna have to sell that shield and keep a good deal of that money. Anyway, it's time for me to get to work. Get back to work, I should say. And later tonight, after I teach some extra after-school classes, Levi and I do have plans to meet up and have a little session together. Hopefully, almost assuredly, I should hit 17. Maybe I could even sell that shield and get a new weapon and start dual wielding, train dual wield. So looking forward to that. But for you, it'll just be 1 instant after this. See you soon. Okay, guys, I am back in business. I've just zoned into West Common Lands, and I'm looking for my 2 mobs I like to grind. It appears that the Orc Legionnaire is not up, so someone's killing him. And we're hoping we can find a Kodiak on track as we run towards the Dervs. We need 8% more to level. A Dervish Thug just popped up ahead to the right, so we got a Dervish Thug at the Dervs. But I'm not seeing very many other Dervs, which means that someone's there killing the Dervs. Yep. Looks like we might be SOL on this particular session, at least here. Now another idea I had was to go to Kithicor. Let's see who all Kith. There are only 3 players in Kithicor Forest, but 2 of them are about my level, and they're probably doing what I was thinking of doing, which is killing Shralok to try to get the bag. Anyway, let's put our track to use and see if we can't pull a couple dark blue kills out of this zone. We got Sow for the next 17 minutes. Looks like our agility buff is about to wear off. Let me just throw that on right now. Connection is nice and clear. Look at that. It's perfect. Okay. There's a large piranha. I don't know how I feel about fighting underwater, but that would be a blue. Something to consider. I'm gonna try to wing my way more through the center of the zone. There's quite a few large piranhas, so I'm worried about ads if I were to take that route. we're not looking like we're getting too lucky otherwise. Let's go see if we can't get a Shralok pack in Kithicor Forest. Alright, we've picked up a Shralok on track here in Kithicor Forest, and we're tracking him down as we speak. 11 minutes left on Sow. He's apparently straight ahead. Let's hope he's not camped. There he is. Alright, he cons blue. We're gonna do a little snare kiting on him. You know, our arrows are hitting more often than not lately, and for much better damage than they used to. See, look, 7, and then 11. There's a miss. Now I've got like full mana, so I might as well throw a couple nukes in on this action. Now our range is reduced because the arrows I've been making lately, I've been using a by-the-book recipe. Prior to that, I was using medium groove knocks, which gave me extra 50 yards of range on the arrows. And now I'm using large, which reduces my range, but it's a little cheaper. Just because it's starting to get expensive, so I'm cutting all costs that I can. Let's re-snare him. I'm still not so confident on my two-hand slash ability, and I don't want to get overcome by them in melee combat, and I'll just take the... Let's use more arrows again. 72. Archery just went up again. So that's nice. I'm guessing Flame Lick's almost done. I'm just going to refresh it right now. And another arrow. And this is how we do it. He's already down to 66, and I have yet to get touched. I've used, 18 mana. But, again, a whole bunch of arrows, right? But look at that. Landing some nice hits. Feels good. We're hoping to get the Shralok pack, which will give us a weight reduction bag. It does 30% weight reduction. Be very nice. Can put that shield that I'm still carrying around in there. Someone had told me to hunt some ghouls in this place. I went to find the ghouls, and they were surrounded by a bunch of skeletons. And there were 3 of them close together. And I was pretty sure I was going to aggro those 3, plus a bunch of skeletons, if I were to try to engage any of them. So I opted against that. Flame Lick is already worn off again, and there goes Snare. We're going to try meleeing for now. So far, so good. It's time to snare again already. And there we go. He's on the run. Fingers crossed for a Shralok pack. That would be nice. Nope. Just a bronze short sword, which is not bad. Alright, we got another Shralok on track. There's 2 more on track. Cladnog Shralok is off in this direction, and he's closer to High Pass, it seems like. So this might be the Shralok to kill, because I think the one that drops the pack is close to High Pass. There's his buddy, Bashil Shralok. They got a whole bunch of them over here. This is nice. This will be decent XP. Because they're dark blues, They're orcs, so they'll be good faction. And the possibility of a nice drop makes me like this idea of a camp over here. We'll just kite him away from his buddies. Now we've seen I don't need to really... I don't need to kite them. I can handle them melee, it seems like. I mean, maybe there's variance between the different ones. But, like, The way his health has gone down so far, I'm pretty sure I could just face take him if I wanted to. But I saw as I was running through the zone, some NPC popped up on my track that was named Arrow something. I'm guessing that they're a Fletcher. So I think we got a Fletcher in this zone as well. There's only 2 other players in this zone, despite the fact that Common Lands was too packed. North Row was so packed, I did a slash who all North Row because I was thinking about heading over there. And the list was cut short because there were too many players. I don't know if that has to do with the Halloween event. Very well may. But even so, it doesn't sound like the place to go. Here is only 2 players in this zone, and look at the mobs I get to work on here. I think I'm paying attention to my Empires maps. I don't want to get too close to his friends. I don't want to run into a bunch of his buddies while I'm trying to kite him around. Also got to be careful about mobs in between you and your target when you're doing this, because they will take the arrow hit. It's kind of like the wizard nukes. Where did he go? I lost him. He's through the tree now. Okay. I don't know, this guy's HP seems to be going down a bit slower than his buddy. He might be a little bit higher level than his friend there. Let's do one more snare. Again, just with a Fletcher in zone, it's just such a beautiful opportunity to continue to level our archery and our fletching. But we're at the point where I'm not worried about it so much. Archery's at like 72, and I think my max is 85, so I'm really not worried about pushing it to the max. I think the leveling slows down when you get that close to your max anyway. So since I'm not really an archer yet, I'm still using a newbie bow. It's not like I'm relying on it for DPS. Not until I get my true shot longbow. So it's not really a priority yet. Might as well, because I don't think I'm always going to be this close to a Fletcher. Flame lick has worn off. Okay, no more snares until he's actually running from low HP, because I hate chasing mobs. We are ready to just melee him down. We are going to arrow him until this current snare wears off. And some good hits there. See those 10, 10, 11. It's nice. Archery just went up to 74. I'm sure snare's going to run out any second now. Any second now. He's going to be sprinting at us. There we go. Okay. Let's finish this off face to face. Alright, looks like it's about time for a snare. Yeah, he's doing a lot more damage to us than his cousin did. I'm going to throw the snare now. It's good because we'll get more XP as well. We're not going to kick anymore. We want to take the opportunity to level two-hand slash. I'm glad I came here. This is a really good idea. 2% off of him. And he dropped a splintering club. Not worth picking up. We still got 3 minutes of Sow, which makes me want to track down the next one. Behind and to the right, to the left, straight ahead. So we're going to get close to the next one. Get ready to kill him. I thought I just saw one over there, but I could have sworn I saw an orc to my left there. Did you guys see that too? I mean to my right. Just like a flash and then gone. Oh well. Chief Ganlan Shralok, Red Con, sprinting around. I was not aware of that. But while he's away, I will play. Take his children out of the camp. Make sure we're far away from him. We do not need to die. Sow's about to wear off, so If we do aggro him, we'll be in trouble. Maybe I should look up which of the Shraloks actually drops the... Oh, archery 75. This is nice. But not so lucky on actually landing hits in this particular fight. Whoa, whoa, okay. There is an orc jumping up and down out of the trees, but that's an orc warrior. It's not a Shralok, although I think he will assist them. Unless he's greened out, right? So Flame Lick wore off. Snare lasts a bit longer than Flame Lick, obviously, because I cast it before Flame Lick. But usually when Flame Lick wears off, that's about the time to refresh Snare. Now we're starting to get a little bit of lag, but not too bad. Nothing to really worry about yet. And I'm keeping an eye on track, which is automatically refreshing since I bound it to my A movement key. And making sure those names look relatively friendly. There's Kryl Aerosmith. I think that's our fletching vendor that we're hoping for here. Wow, this RNG on the arrows has been pretty bad. Look at how many ticks of Flame Lick have gone since our last hit. It's almost ridiculous. Wow. This guy is Neo over here dodging my arrows. Good thing the Flame Lick's keeping some DPS up. Not much though. Apparently it's time for another snare. There we go. One nice hit with the arrow. Sow is now gone. And so is my Thistlecoat. That's no good. I love Thistlecoat. You know, it's only 1 damage per hit damage shield, but it also does some AC. And you know, that 1 damage adds up. You go through a fight, you get hit 20 to 30 times. That's an extra 20 to 30 DPS. I think his HP is still high enough to make me want to go for a third snare on him. Flame Lick has worn off. Fizzle on that Flame Lick. Alright, we're gonna go for another snare first. Resist. Alright, we might end up getting in melee combat a little sooner than I expected. There, we landed the snare, so we are going to take advantage of it. There we go, we're landing some hits now. We're definitely ready to melee him when the snare wears off. I'm going to avoid kiting into that orc warrior I just saw. Track him through this tree. Looks like there's someone else here hunting the Kodiaks. I'm glad that they're not hunting my Shraloks, although maybe they are. And they're just killing the Kodiaks as well. You never know. Flame Lick has worn off, and you want to be careful. If I fire an arrow at the wrong time, I'd be hitting that spider, and then I'd have the spider to deal with as well. There we go. Definitely a much longer fight. Alright, snare is done. But we're ready to rumble. Flame Lick's probably dropping soon as well. I'm not sure I want to recast that. I'm getting weird echoes on some of my sound. I am ordering some new headphones. Hopefully that will help solve that problem. get into snare territory. I want to let it do one more hit. Alright, here we go. There we go. He's on the run. Fingers crossed we get a Shralok pack, but I don't think, now that I remember, I don't think just any Shralok will drop it. So we're going to go P99 Shralok pack, and we're going to see Rec Feck. We need Rec Feck Shralok. I see a lot of Shraloks, but I do not see Rec Feck Shralok. I do see a white Shralok, Bashil Shralok. Ooh, now that would be a fun fight, right? A white would probably get us a ding and a single kill. But I better make sure that I am good on arrows and whatnot before I do that. Okay, no surprise. We were just about out of arrows. We had a whole stack of components, like I mentioned earlier. I would have. And we did not get a single level up. But we did get quite a few arrows. I think we got 20, 40, 60, maybe 65 arrows out of it, which would be enough to handle the white Shralok orc, I do believe. Although it will be quite the fight, obviously. But I do want to first fill her up. I'm going to get another stack or two and also sell the bronze weapon that I picked up since I'm so close to being encumbered. Apparently she is ahead and to the left, maybe right in here. Or he, Kryl, I guess that is a boy's name. And lo and behold, he is an arrowsmith. The bronze short sword is only worth 2 gold to this guy. Is he one of those cheap vendors? No, he's giving me a decent amount for these spiderling silks. So, I don't know. Well, okay, we need... I think I'm going to upgrade to the medium groove Nox. Just for the sake of having the extra range. But we can continue to keep everything else right where it was. Alright, I'm going to fletch another 20 of those. And then see where we're at. Actually, no. I want to go... Bashil Shralok seems like he's close to the chief. So I'm a little scared to try to pull him, but I want to just go see what's up with him. He's apparently straight ahead of me right now. Uh-oh. Well, we accidentally pulled one. Now I just want to make sure it's only one. Okay, Rom Shralok. Let's see how we do face tanking him. Shall we? Get that XP up, right? Alright. So you see, we definitely can take these guys face tank, and it's definitely faster. But, we take more damage. We don't get the opportunity to burn the arrows. And we don't get the opportunity to thereby also flesh. But, we do get the opportunity to level our 2-hand slash, which we do want to do. Before we get into groups, it would be nice to get it a little bit higher. I hate letting groups carry me while I level weapon skills. I think that's something that any self-respecting player does solo. If possible. He should be running any second. We gotta make sure he stays snared, because right behind him I see our white Bashiel. I'm pretty sure that's Bashiel. No, that's Bevlock. That's a different one. But we're in his territory, so let's see. 97% goes up to... Uh-oh. There we go. 99. We are about to ding. Let's spam some heals. Getting some connection blurps, but nothing quite as bad as you saw on some of my previous videos, which is nice. So you can see I can get XP relatively quick. I think much faster solo actually than I would with most groups, or that I've experienced with trying to group so far. And when I am low on mana, I can do some kiting, you know, and thereby deplete myself completely before I take a med break, you know. Really get my mana completely depleted and my HP low. The way to go, really, for maximum speed would be to just start on the next one and use Bind Wound. Let's get our level up, though. Okay, I don't see any of his friends. So I want to pull him away first. So no snare, just an arrow. Pull him away from base camp, right? And then we try to snare. We gotta land a hit, and then drop some arrows into this guy. This is gonna be our level up mob right here. Bevlock, Shralok. These guys are gonna really hate me when I'm done here, because I'm seeing myself as a Shralok hunter for quite a while. Hopefully I can get lucky and get myself a Shralok pack. Although I hear that they're pretty rare right now in Quarm, and I don't see them for sale or anything, so that kind of supports that idea. Archery now up to 77. Very nice, very nice. You know, and those level ups make this strategy all the more plausible for taking out whites and yellows and, God forbid, even reds. I don't think I would try it, but maybe it could be possible if you really had good archery, you were using good arrows, and you had a lot of them, and you were willing to spend the time it took to kite that around. The problem with the reds, though, is they would be resisting snare too much, I think. So that's what would make me say no thank you to that idea. Flame Lick has worn off. Let's get that back on. And after one more arrow, maybe two more. Oh no, snare is already down. Okay. Well, maybe we'll do melee a bit. Snare time. Oh, well, maybe we don't need to snare. He's walking slow. Oh, he's starting to run. There, he slowed down again. Oh, a nice 30 hit right there. We have not been getting lucky on two-hand slash. No level ups on it. Ding! Level 17. Now we are capable of dual wielding, but I'm not in a hurry to go train it, as I do not have a second weapon at the moment worth using. Ding, 17. I shared with Levi. He's on right now. We were planning on playing right now, but he was on earlier before me, and he made a friend, and he's helping that friend do their cleric snare clicky quest. And I'm fine with that. I got stuff I need to do. stand up for a second and keep an eye on track. Alright, another Shralok about to fall victim to me. Now I'm level 17. They are still dark blue, but I noticed that the chief has come down to yellow. So this might be like a really great spot for me to be soloing right now. These orcs, it seems like a really safe zone for kiting these orcs around. I might be able to get Shralok packs. I think they're not lore. I think I can carry as many of them as I like, which would be awesome to fill up my inventory with Shralok packs. I can practice my archery, even though it's almost, you know, maxed out. I can still just use it, even if it maxes out, just to use the arrows and thereby, you know, level my fletching. Although I guess you could make arrows and just sell them. You don't have to use them if you don't want to. Make some of that money back. See, that's the thing. I'm about to hit a ceiling on fletching by simply not being able to afford any more materials. It's costing me maybe like almost around 5 plat per stack now, and I've got 30, so that's only 6 more stacks, you know. But these guys occasionally drop bronze weapons, so with any luck, I'll just have to slow down my use of arrows. You know, maybe like a single snare worth like that, which I'm fine with because I want to level up my two-hand slash. Let's give him another flame lick. Alright, dodge is going up. Already went up 2 levels. Offense went up. So this should help speed things up with these Shralok orcs. And let's see what kind of experience we get. Right now we're at 0. We're killing 1 right now. Time for a snare, it looks like. Here we go. Just in time. %. And look at my resources. I was at like 60 mana. Not even at full HP, and I'm at about the same. I did expend some arrows. But, you know, that's a good thing for us. Didn't take too long. It did take a little while, but not too bad. So I'm pretty happy with this grind. You know, I do remember the orc we're looking for being north of Kithicor. Right now, we're killing orcs that are south of the Kithicor entrance. And I'm just thinking he's not up yet, but what if he's just in another part of the zone, and that's why I'm not seeing him on track. So let me just take a quick run to the northern part of the zone and see what comes up on track. See if any more Shraloks are spawning up here, and if the one we're after is. So far, it does not look like it. Okay, I don't think so. So, he must just occasionally spawn in the Shralok spawns that I'm already looking at. That's what I'm thinking. To look. Shralok. Yeah, this is really perfect. I kind of wish I came over here earlier, but I don't, because I did get 2 scoot shields in North Row, each valued at 500 platinum. So I'm a happy camper at the moment. I almost want to snare again, but I don't. I want to let him beat me down, get my defense up, get my two-hand slash up. Flame lick has worn off. We can at least refresh that. Snare will be going soon as well. Very soon. Any second now. Meanwhile, just keep pelting them with arrows. There it is. It broke, but I can still get another, at least one more shot in. There we go. Let's try to get a side view of this combat. Talok, Shralok, or Talok, Shralok. I don't know how to say it. Time for the snare. There we go. He's gonna run after one more hit. I'm gonna pay attention on this kill to the faction, if any, that is being changed by killing these guys. Wow, really unlucky with the two-hand slash. It just does not want to go up. Your faction with Shralok orcs got worse. High pass guards got better. Kithicor residents got better. That's nice. That's nice. All right, look, and we're still like ready to go for just another fight. There's no reason to slow down. Oh, gotta be careful. He's got friends around here. We're probably gonna run out of arrows in this fight, and I'm fine with that. We're literally running around the Fletcher vendor. Now that our skill cap has gone up to, I think, 90, we still got a lot of work we can do on archery, and why not push it as much as we can while we're here like this. And now that archery's high enough, it can actually do some good towards increasing our XP per hour speed, because when we do this, we end up taking so little damage. We do so much damage before we even have to face tank these guys. I mean, with the arrows and the dot, we're getting them down to, on a single snare's worth of blasting, sometimes 70%. You know, that's like 30% of their HP just gone. A little bit of time expenditure, a little bit of mana expenditure, but not bad. Look at that. This two-hand sword too is kicking butt, man. And when it hits, it just hits nice and hard. Unfortunately, it does not seem to want to level up, but at least other stuff's leveling up. I gotta get out of this camera angle. There we go. Only 1% on that one. But ringmail coat, wow. Now that's a drop right there. And we're almost out of arrows, so why not go back to Kryl Arrowsmith, sell that, buy some more fletching stuff. This is gonna be a really nice little rotation we got going on here. Just sold that ringmail coat for 3 platinum, 5 gold. That about pays for another stack of ingredients. Of course, I am bumping it up to medium groove notches. So we're paying 3 gold, 7 silver. So let's just round that up to 4 gold, 1 gold, so let's say 5 gold. I think we can still use bone shafts. 5 gold, 6 gold, let's say 6.5 gold. And this is where we take our real hit here. 4 platinum, 5 gold. So we're looking at slightly over 5 plat right now. Now, since we're going to fletch a little bit, we're going to burn our mana on healing and rebuffing. I hear something walking outside. Could be an orc warrior. I am going to use my hide. Alright, I didn't realize I already did have a stack of ingredients in my bags. So, I've got another one rearing to go, but I just went through a whole stack, 20 attempts. I got 1 level of fletching, bumped it up to 78. Let's try another one. Alright, so we did get our fletching up on the second stack attempt, 2 more levels, up to 80. Well, that's pretty good. I really like... Whoa, that's scary. I really like how we're doing that. This is the grind here. We're gonna rip apart Shraloks. We're gonna hope that we can get a few spawns of... What's his name? Rekfek Shralok. A level 11 warrior. That's nothing. He will die easy. Placeholder a spider that spawns near wall. Ooh, I gotta pay attention to that stuff. I haven't even been killing his placeholder. But when we start up again, we're gonna be killing his placeholder, killing his brothers for experience. Hopefully we can get some Shralok packs. We're always riding near encumbrance, especially since we're holding on to the scoot shield, hoping we run into Levi. That's 8 pounds that I would like to drop. But aside from that, I mean, I'm not carrying much, and we're always getting encumbered. So, encumbrance is going to be an issue for us. Probably something to do with all these arrows and stuff. But, you know, the bow and the arrows. But the Shralok packs will help a lot with that. Can even keep our arrows in there, if we wanted to. Anyways, that's going to about do it for today, my friends. Hope you enjoyed this video. We're going to keep grinding it out here. The XP is good. I think if we wanted to, we could jog right on into High Pass Hold, and there's oftentimes orc groups that are sitting right there at the entrance. We might be at about the right level to hang out in there and kill orcs with a group, which might be a fun thing to do. But I'm thinking that experience is going to be faster just soloing through these orcs like you saw me doing. Yeah, we only got, on the second session here, we only got another... What is it, 10 or 12%? But if I plug that away, I could go faster too, getting 2% per kill. I could get kills faster, definitely. I'm liking it. Keep cranking up archery and fletching. It's perfect. Catch you guys next time. Let me do a little dance this time. Woohoo! See you later.